be at Manchester Pride's big weekend. I am here with Girli and DJ Kitty. How are you guys?
Good, sweaty, very sweaty.
So you just performed an epic set. Like, we felt empowered watching you. How did it feel to be up there today?
It felt awesome. Like, we love Pride. We go every year in London, and just to play it is so cool. And yeah, the crowd was loving it. It was fun.
Yeah, it felt so surreal though as well. Mental.
It felt proper weird. Yeah.
The reason why I think Pride is so important is because it needs to be in the mainstream media that love is love and people exist as themselves, and that's why I always strive to write songs about who I'm actually interested in, and I love women and I love men. I think that's really important for that to be in pop music.
How is London Pride different to Manchester Pride?
I think like whenever we played a few shows in Manchester, and just whenever we come up north, we always just feel like it's so much more welcoming and lovely. Like, we love London, but like there's something different about Pride here. It's just kind of like feels like more of a party rather than like in London you don't have like the same sort of gigs and events. It's not like a whole weekend, it's just like one day. So for it to be a whole weekend of celebration is so fun.
Now, when you're on stage, both of you brought so much energy and so much enthusiasm. Like, how do you prepare for a performance like this?
We prepare differently. Rosie might have a drink. I'm joking. No, I don't know, like, we're so used to doing it now. It's just so fun. Like, Rosie's usually like super composed. Sorry, DJ Kitty. She's usually really like composed and like high energy, and I go into this like weird bubble before where I'm like really quiet, and everyone's like, "You're right," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I get on stage and I'm like, "Bah." But I think how would you say you prepare?
Okay. Well, she saves her energy, and I just go absolutely nuts for the first few hours before we're on stage. I just can't stop moving. Yeah,
That's pretty accurate.
I don't really do anything.
It's pretty accurate.
So when you're on stage, you spoke a lot about having to deal with coming to terms with your own sexuality and how that is portrayed in the media and that kind of thing. So what advice would you give to someone who is struggling or who doesn't know who to talk to, doesn't know how to deal with it?
I think like definitely for me, like music and meeting friends from like events and stuff, like for me, like I had friends at school who were very open and could talk about it, but I know that a lot of people don't, and like going to gigs and finding like allies, especially with online, like social media is so good now, like you can make friends online, and there are a lot of like, you know, organizations and things like that. And for me, like, I don't know, looking at bands, looking at LGBTQ bands and like just kind of listening to their music and hearing what they had to say about sexuality was so encouraging. I don't know, what do you think? Like,
I just say speak to your friends, your family, people that care about you, because if they're the ones that aren't gonna like have a go. They're the ones that aren't gonna they have to listen to you because they love you. They have to listen.
True.
So yeah,
They love you unconditionally.
literally.
Now, you've had a big year touring, now you're at Manchester Pride. What is next?
So I've got an EP coming out on September the 26th called the Hot Mess EP. We played Hot Mess tonight. That's like the main single from it. And then I'm announcing next week like my first like headline tour. So we're super excited about that. Yeah, that's a UK one. And then we're supporting Alma, who's a really cool like pop artist, in a few days in London. And yeah, just like more gigs, more music, I've got a video, the Hot Mess video, coming next week. So yeah, it's all happening.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks for such an amazing set. It's been great to talk to you. Thank you.